Today I am talking about my winter backpacking gear.
It is almost Thanksgiving here in New England. It is time to make my winter backpacking gear list. I am not an expert. I'm not telling you this gear is better than other gear. This video is made just for fun and interest because it's interesting to see other people's gear. I'm not an ultralighter. I don't care if it's a little bit heavy. I don't really want to be too heavy. I just want to go out and have a fun camping experience and see some beautiful nature.
First of all, I use a list to pack. Here is a recent list. I change it trip to trip. I will now show you a quick visual list of my gear. This way you can skip all the chit chat. Now I will go through the list and tell you some pros and cons of the gear I used. Backpack. Currently I am using a Kelty Tioga 5500 external frame pack. Cons. The bag weighs 6 pounds. It is large, so you become less agile in the woods. Pros. The bag is very adjustable, so the fit is excellent. It can carry a huge volume, which is good because winter gear is big and fluffy. It carries weight very well. Sunglasses. The sun can be extra bright sometimes when the sun hits the snow. Trekking poles. I have black diamond trekking poles. I don't think about them very much. They aren't very heavy. They are pretty sturdy. I use them for balance and they're good. Socks. I wear 2 pairs of socks. It helps my feet stay comfortable. Layer 1 is an REI liner sock, very thin. On top of that, I prefer to wear EMS merino socks. The sewing on these socks is very supportive of your foot, but the socks are not too tight. Boots. These are Asolo Eldo GV boots. I love these boots because they are lightweight, but supportive. I love that they have Vibram soles to grip onto the rock. I got them on sale for around $100. The only con to these boots for me is that they are apparently going out of production. Cap. I have a cap on my list because so far it's still very sunny and it's to block the sun. My outfit. Fall Raven pants. The only cons is that they might be expensive, but there is an outlet in Freeport and sometimes you can find a great sale price on Amazon. The pros, they have ventilation zips, which helps regulate your body temperature while hiking. They are made of good fabric, water resistant, good in the snow and mud. Usually I wear a Gap Breathe fabric tee. I wear this kind of shirt almost every day. It wicks away sweat, it's really soft and comfortable. Fleece vest. I never used to like mid layers until one day I decided to go for this crazy idea to cut off all the sleeves on my expensive fleece sweaters. And that made them into vests. Now I love them. The vest form lets my arms be cooler, but keeps my core warm. Without the sleeves there, the bulky, uncomfortable shoulder problem is solved. Down vest. The only con is that sometimes I don't want to deal with a zipper. But overall, down vests are worth it because they are lightweight items, yet add an entire extra layer of warmth to your core. Winter hat. Obviously, you absolutely must have covering for your head. Do not leave any body part unprotected from the cold. Hats are fun. I prefer wool beanies that are not too tight. Buff. If you do not have a neck gaiter between your jacket and your hat, then all the warmth inside can escape at the neckline. It can also cover your nose and mouth, and that will be very warming. Base tights. If it is quite cold, like 30 degrees and below, I often wear tights under my pants. My favorites are REI Midweight Knit and the LL Bean Ultralight Wool. I personally cut them at the knee because that gives me a much better range of motion. Wet shell. Rain, hail, wet snow, melting snow. If that gets to your inner layers, you could get hypothermia, and that would be a red flag issue. A wet shell is basically a waterproof jacket. Base, meaning the bottom of the backpack. In goes the sleeping bag. When I researched sleeping bags, I fell in love with the Western mountaineering bags and wanted one very much. I got the Sequoia. I love the warmth and space, and it is my forever bag. This is my favorite piece of gear out of everything I own. Bear can. Cons. It weighs 2 pounds. Pros. A bear will not appear at your camp, probably. If a bear does come to your camp, it will probably not be able to smell your food or find your food or take your food, because your food will not be right next to your camp. It'll be a ways away in the bear can. Eventually, you start to love opening your bear can because it means you get to eat. Having a bear can means you are not breaking any rules about hanging food incorrectly, and it's also nice not to have to hang any food in the first place. Tent footprint. Air mat. Cons. It weighs something in your pack. You have to blow it up. Pros. You sleep warm. They are fairly durable in my humble opinion. And it's very comfortable even if you're going to be camping on a frozen rock. Pillow. Cons. Some of the name brand versions are really expensive for a pillow. For some of us, the pillow just never seems comfortable enough. Pros. And if you get one that fits your head or your neck or your sleeping style, then you're going to sleep so much better. Sleep booties. Cons. You probably don't really need them. Pros. They keep your feet and therefore your entire body warmer on those really cold nights. They weigh almost nothing and squish right down into any corner of your pack. Night bag has the things I need before sleeping. Wool hoodie. Cons. It weighs a little something in the bag, not too much. And you could just sleep in your main shirt. Pros. Having a dedicated sleep shirt saves you if your main shirt were to get wet. I sleep in an Outdoor Vitals ultralight wool hoodie called the Turn, but this is the old model that was soft, and frankly, the new model feels less comfortable to me, personally. LL Bean Midweight Wool Long Johns. Cons. They're a little bit expensive, but so worth it. Pros. This is probably one of the most comforting products in the universe. Soft, well-fitting, not tight, very warm. Balaclava. Cons. If you aren't used to wearing one, it might feel a little uncomfortable. Pros. Keeping your head and neck warm helps your entire body feel warm. Charging brick and the little cord to use it. Cons. Pros. You can use your phone as much as you want because you'll be able to recharge it for the next day. Cook bag. It is really great if I can fit related items all together in this bag. Stove. Cons. Maybe you don't even really need a winter stove. Pros. It works reliably well. Now that I have it, I like it, and I have no complaints about it. Pot and lid. Cons. There are so many sizes to choose from that I ended up buying several of them. It isn't totally easy to wash at camp, so you might not want to put food actually in the pot. Pros. Lightweight and really fun to use. Fluffers. This is where I put the lightweight fluffy stuff into my bag. Sometimes I use compression sacks, but it's really more fun when I don't have to. Tent. I have a winter tent called a Sling Fin Crossbow. Cons. Cost Weight, because it uses heavier poles, it weighs more than most tents. Pros, it's beautiful to look at. It's roomy and it's very strong. Down jacket. Cons, there are so many down jackets out there that you might not get a good one. Some are warmer than others. They could cost a lot. Sometimes they're sort of fragile, and they're definitely not waterproof. Pros, a down jacket will keep you warm. I can't imagine going winter backpacking without a down jacket. They are lightweight and very comforting. Down pants. Cons, most people think they are an extra, not necessary. There's a cost to be considered. They could be considered fragile, and like the down jacket, they are definitely not waterproof. Pros, you will be warm in a winter wonderland. You will realize you are a genius for getting them.
Now I will be going over the items that go in the outside pockets.
These days, I carry my phone on the front of my pack in the little phone pouch here. Day water. I carry a bottle on the front of my pack now to drink while I'm hiking to camp. What I've got going is this $10 water bottle holder from Amazon. This helps me because I can save my main water jug for camp and not have to open it. Tripod. I have suffered endless tripod issues over the years.
If I get a good shot with a tripod, I feel happy.
Tent poles. They go in the side pocket. Water jug. Water is heavy but necessary. There is also a risk your water will freeze. For me, so far, this water jug is the best solution. Garmin InReach Mini. Cons. A subscription is required for this service, so there is an ongoing cost. It seems like it has poor reach of the sky. Pros. It could save me in an unfortunate situation. And usually the messages seem to get out, even if it tells me it has poor reach of the sky. Inflator. I like to use an inflator so I don't have to blow up my sleeping pad with my mouth, which is very tiring after hiking. I had this one, then I got a quieter one, but the quieter one is weak, so for now I am back to using this loud one. It inflates the air mat in a couple minutes. Trash bags and toilet paper. I know some people are doing better for the environment by not using any plastic bags, but for now that is what I rely upon. Trowel. This is a titanium shovel to dig a cat hole. Sometimes my strategy is to avoid using it by waking up super early and leaving camp. Stakes and guy lines. I guess it is about time to get out the snow stakes again. Guy lines can also be very helpful by tying your tent to trees or big rocks. First aid kit. There are a lot of little details in here, and I didn't feel like bringing them all out. Microspikes. Nowadays I have Catulas because they are reliable. I love hiking in microspikes because there is good traction and it makes me feel safe. Hand warmers. If you do get really cold, hand warmers might be able to solve the problem. Pack cover. It helps keep all your stuff dry. It's really lightweight. Mittens or gloves. Just in case it might ever help somebody out there who watches this video, I will say this. Take 2 pairs because your day gets harder when all of a sudden your mittens or gloves get wet just because you touched snow or grabbed onto a tree or something like that. Headlamp. My favorite one so far is this black diamond one because it seems easy to work even when I am mentally fatigued, and it is reliable to use.
They say to bring 2.
Glasses are on my list because I need them to see up close details. They are reading glasses. Thermometer. Sometimes people ask me in the comments, which thermometer is this? It is the ThermoWorks Hydrobug. I got it on the ThermoWorks website when they had a sale. I don't think it is necessary, but whenever I bring it, I am sure to look at it. Foam mat. This helps block the cold and the snow from your body. It is nice for a sleeping layer, but also works to sit on at breaks and meals. Snowshoes. Cons. They are long and large, which makes them awkward to carry on your backpack. It is harder to hike in giant feet things rather than only micro spikes. They add weight to your pack. Pros. If you wear them, you do not sink into the snow. Wearing them can help form a beautiful path for your return trip or other hikers. And they are not as heavy as some brands of snowshoes. Shovel. I got the idea of bringing a snow shovel after seeing alpinist bivy camps in steep mountains where they dig out areas of snow and camp there. It is really fun to play at this when the snow is the right consistency. Straps and gear ties can get all tied up and confusing, but honestly I found that these good ones are from REI and they do a good job of giving you not too many options. Like here they are, they're good, use these. Camera. Sometimes I do not bring my camera because it is heavy. However, when I bring it, I can take beautiful shots, especially if the night sky is clear. It can do astrophotography, and that makes it worthwhile.
If winter camping appeals to you and you're going to give it a try, my best advice is to camp somewhere not too far from your car so that you can try out your gear and yet escape if you want to leave a little bit early and go home and tweak your gear before spending the night.